It's good shit.
CAPO States.
Yeah. So the comp itself is on the 18th and 19th of May. So
Next weekend?
Next weekend, yeah. So the lifters will all start weighing in on the Friday and the Saturday.
Wattle Grove?
Yeah, Camp Wattle Grove. So we're back at Camp Wattle Grove. We go there because we know the system and there's plenty of park and there's place for the kids to play. We always have plenty of food available, so we'll have the canteen and all that set up and plenty of room for our warm-up area. So this year we're throwing an extra mono in there, so we'll have 4 monos in that warm-up area this year, which should make a big difference. And we'll have the 3 benches and the 3 deadlift platforms and all the place you can rest and relax in between lifting. We'll still have the staging area. The comp itself will be 2 days, so day 1 will be the men, day 2 will be the women. And I think we've got a really good lineup of men and women for this comp. So I think, yeah, and we got the live stream happening, which will have yourself and Tom Ritchie sitting on the desk for us for the live stream, which will be good. And we'll be down there with the girls on the desk. And yeah.
What about food?
Food. So Jules is organising food. She'll be running the canteen. So we'll also have shirts there. I think they'll get extra shirts and stuff for everyone who hasn't got a shirt or wants a shirt. And then they'll have, from what I understand, rolls and stuff. It's pretty similar to last year, cookies, all that sort of thing. So it'll be plenty to eat. We had plenty last year, so we'll have plenty this year. And we'll have, Mr. Adam Coe is our MC again.
As usual.
Yep, which is good. We did put a call out to get some new people that were interested in the MC side of things to sort of learn and grow with him. So if anyone's interested in that, they can contact us, and always looking for good people who know the sport, understand the sport and actually care about it for the lifters. So, yeah.
What about money? Money's the most important thing.
Yeah, so we've got prize money this year. So we've got 12 grand, a bit over 12 grand. And so for winning your division in the open division, you'll get $500, which I think is pretty good.
Nice.
$250 for second, and then I think it's $150 for third. So in the Masters divisions, they'll get $250, $150, $100, I believe. And the reason the teens and juniors, they'll all get vouchers and stuff. We've had some of our sponsors on board, like Royales, who will come on board, and they've got heaps of vouchers for free meals and all that sort of stuff.
I used them last time, it was good.
Yeah, so we've got them for the juniors and teens. Now, when it comes to the overall, so obviously you have to win your weight category. So if you're an 80 kilo class lifter, you win that category and that puts you in the overall. So the open lifters will also get the belt. So we've got the belts this year. This year they've got the green gemstones in them. A bit different to the year before. They're awesome. I've got a couple. I'm lucky enough to have a couple of them. And if you get one of those belts, then you go into the overall, and the person with the highest formula and overall takes out the overall will get their hands on either the Adam Coe or Sue Jordan perpetual trophies and a crisp envelope full of about $1,000. Nice. So if you take out the overall, you're probably going to walk away with $1,500 that day. Yeah, so
pretty
it's
good.
Not bad. Yeah. So day 1 obviously is the men's. So we got some really good head-to-heads happening. We've just got some crazy matchups for the overall as well. So the classes are 80 kilos, 95s, 110s, 125s. We do have a 140 class or 125 plus, but we didn't get any entrants this year for that. I think everyone's sort of cutting down a bit, which is fine. But that leaves us with some pretty crazy head-to-head. So in the 80 kilo class, we've got Yanni. So Yanni is on his way back, which is awesome to see. So I haven't seen Yanni on a platform for a year or two, I think. So he's just family life's been more important, which is great. But now seeing him training and coming back, he's looking strong. And then you've got young Josh, who's up and coming. So since Pro Raw, he's put up 77 total at 80 kilos, which puts him the 4th biggest total in 80 kilo class ever at Pro Raw. That's the biggest 80 kilo total in WA. So it's bigger than Yanni and Ahmed. So Ahmed's in it as well. So it's bigger than their best totals, which is about 752 and 757. But on body weight, Yanni is a demon. So if he comes in at a full 80 kilos, it's going to be a close game. And Ahmed coming back, I haven't seen a lot of his actual training. He's been putting some different things in there.
I haven't seen much of it either.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll pull 300 conventional, as always.
Yeah, it's there. It's there every day of the week. Then we move up into the 95s, and you've got someone we're going to talk about is Derek Butcher. So Derek's on the comeback as well, and he's been doing a lot of his lifts out of Muscle Pit and some other places, and he is looking strong.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Derek's a strong guy for sure. It'd be cool to see. I think I saw him squat 265 like 2 days ago or something.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
Strong dude.
Yeah, and he's on the way back, so that'll be great to see. And then obviously we've got Darwin. I'd pronounce his last name, but I can't.
Satira Winnett.
Yep, what he did.
I think that was... You can let me know, Darwin, did I get that correct? I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, how you said it looks like it reads, so it's probably right.
Things are usually said the way they're spelt, right?
Yeah. You hope. But so Darwin, if you're looking at formulas for overalls, Darwin's definitely the top runner there. But I'll jump up a few divisions, and it was only supposed to be one division, but Connor Walsh, they've got him in the 125s, but he was going to cut down to 110. He hasn't confirmed whether he is or isn't, but I think with the way his squat's moving at his weight and stuff like that, he doesn't really want to
I wouldn't cut
do too big a cut to be detrimental. Obviously, he might cut down to just get a bit of water off so that his coefficient is better. So when it comes to the overalls against Darwin and Yanni or Josh, then it's more competitive. But obviously not to the point where it's detrimental to what he's doing. So that 400 squat the other day, although probably slightly high, it's the first time I've ever seen Connor squat high, and it moved like nothing. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's probably 410 there on the day if you can bury it. So I reckon for the overalls, we're looking at a Connor, Darwin, Josh, or maybe Yanni battle on formula. So they're all 500 plus. Connor, the numbers he's doing are looking to way surpass anything he's done in the past. So he's looking close to being able to put up a 900 total. Or 900 plus total, which is absolutely insane. So that would be awesome to see. So those three, then you've got Derek in the mix. So you're not going to have Darwin's going to have no leadway there. He's going to have a guy right behind him, and Josh and Yanni and Ahmed. It's going to be close there. But then you've got people like Corey Miller in there, Xavier Becker. Corey's
not going to come in as shredded, I imagine.
No, I don't think so. I think he's been working with Connor and has been filling out a bit more. So it'll be interesting to see what he's doing.
Xavier will probably squat 250.
Oh, easy. Yeah, that's a comfy lift for him. So it'll be interesting to see. I think we've got some great battles, which is what it's all about. It's not about having 40 people in your weight division. It's about having people in your weight category that will push you to do better. Yeah. So, and before we finish up on the men, I'll just briefly touch on the Masters, because this year Jimmy Ambrose isn't doing the Masters, which leaves us top of the podium spot open, which Gary Jones has been trying to win for a couple of years. I think he came second last year or the year before, and Peter McClernand was there as well, but Peter McClernand's on the up and up. So this battle between Gary Jones and Peter McClernand in the Masters is one to watch. Like, it'll be, because it's done on the McCulloch formula, so it's just it's going to be so bloody close between those two, because I think Pete's a bit older than Gary, so it's this battle of the numbers. So it'll be interesting to see. And we've got Craig McCullum, who's Jess McCullum's husband. He's competing, so they're coming over from Tassie, and their son Xander is coming over to compete in the sub-teens as well. So we'll have 3 of the McCullums on the platform, which I think is pretty cool to see. And yeah, that's about where we're at.
Sounds like not one to miss.
No, especially with those battles for that overall, and in those weight classes, mate, it's going to be interesting. And because we've got 2 flights each day, so we've been able to compress it into 2 flights, we're going to have all the open male lifters together. So you're going to see the guys that squat well all squatting bang after each other, and you're going to have all the guys deadlifting and benching well bang after each other. So it's going to be, I think it'll be really fun to watch, because you're not going to be watching them as an 80 kilo class and a 70 and a 90. You're going to see them all battling out together, which is going to be awesome.
Females.
So on Sunday. So Sunday's lifting, again, it's 2 flights, which will be good. We'll be able to punch through it and get everyone home and fed and out of there early. But we'll have the first flight will be the Masters, Teens and all that. Second flight will be Opens. And the Opens, we've got the 60 kilo class, the first flight, which I think is the featherweights. In that we have Alicia Sharp, who is on points like Darwin, the front runner. So she's in a position coming from Pro Raw in March, where she won in March.
And she just won GBC States a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so she's on a roll, and we'll see. I think on a bad day, she still puts up bloody good numbers. So she's going to be one to beat. But then we've got Cassie in there, Palermo, and on a bad day, she's a bloody good lifter too.
Yeah, squats have been going well for her.
Yeah, which is good. Then I know it hasn't been her best prep from what I've read, but numbers are still bloody good. Like what she's benching and that sort of stuff is, even on a bad day, it's pretty crazy.
Pulls 180 on a bad day pretty easy.
Yeah, so it's great to see. So there will be a battle there, and you're going to have Tanya Winwood in there, who's a lighter lifter, but she's no slouch either. So
Tanya goes hard.
Yeah, I've got Tanya's usually our back room organiser, and she's amazing at it, and I'm grateful to have her. So then we move up into the 70s. Stacey, Paige and Liz. Liz, obviously, I think Liz won the Masters at the GPC States just gone as well. From memory. Yeah. So Liz is in the 70s. She's got some crazy numbers too.
Big deadlifter.
Yeah, it's great. I think having that anchor as a deadlift can. I know at Pro Raw I've gone from 5th to 3rd in my opening deadlift because of having that good anchor. So it's a really good thing to have. Then the 80 kilo class, we've got up and coming Regan Ashplant. So Regan last year, I think she squatted.
It was like 190.
Yeah, I think it was 190 in bare knees. This year she's putting some reps on, I believe. So if we don't see her go over 200, I'll be pretty surprised. I know she probably hasn't had the best prep, but it'll still be great to see. And then in that same weight category, actually I think Kit might be moving up into the 80 plus. But Kit Henderson is just in the last year has really progressed. She's been able to put a lot of effort into her and her lifting, and it's really shown on the platform with some PBs at Pro Raw. She's 2.5 kilos off that 480 mark, which the way her bench is moving, I would put money on a 102.5 sort of bench. And for a natural Masters lifter who's lifting in the Opens, some crazy numbers she's putting up. She's around the 190 in the squat, and she's the 190 in the deadlift as well. So
big numbers.
It's pretty awesome to see. And in the Opens, we've got Alison Craven. So she's getting in there and getting amongst it, which is awesome to see. It's always good to see Alison at the comps.
Shout out to Alison from Ped Test, Australia.
And Bulk Chalk.
Bulk Gym Chalk.
Yeah. So bulk gym chalk are one of our sponsors,
Nice.
which is Allison, so we're really grateful for that. So we've got plenty of chalk on the day. And then we've got the she beast, Jess McCullum, coming over. So Jess has had a few issues through her prep where things haven't quite gone to plan, but speaking to her not that long ago, she's coming in and she's going to give it a crack, and she's one to watch with a, I think 285 squat is the best squat, a 137.5 bench, and I've actually seen her bench 140 this prep. So, and her deadlifts around the 280 mark as well.
Oh.
So, some crazy numbers. But with those big numbers, her and Alicia, there is not a lot in it. Alicia's still leading the charge, and it's that body weight. So, that'll be interesting to see. So, I reckon we'll be looking at our tops. Will be, say, Alicia, I'm going to say Liz, Kit and Jess will be around the top. Maybe Regan, might get Cassie in there. And they will be fighting for that overall. And it's going to be good to watch. Bloody good to watch. If we go to the Masters, we've got our Monica Cook. She's the Masters trophy is named after her. It's great, always great to see her on the program. And her other half, Russ Cook, he takes all our photos for us. He does an amazing job, and they're always posted up for free. We're really grateful for him. I actually offered to pay him once, and he told me if I paid him, he wouldn't fucking do it. So that's the kind of guy he is. He's doing it because he loves the sport. He loves his wife. He's there to support her. So yeah, we're just grateful to have him. Then you've got Dom Soroka. So Dom is on her up and up. Like, she's actually putting in some bloody great work lately, and seeing all her lifts improve has just been great. And it's the same with all the Masters. Joanne Hammer, or O'Grady, she has come over from Ollie lifting. She's only really done probably 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks worth of prep in powerlifting. And she's coming in, and she's around she's only about 65, 67 kilos body weight. She's about 4 foot nothing, but strong, bloody strong lady. So the Masters is going to be a great little contest within itself. And I love watching them and how they support the women, how they support each other and stuff. I think that makes what we do great. And then we've got a couple of up and coming juniors. Chloe is actually moving into the open weight class, and her coach has messaged me, and I haven't put her in there. I apologise, but she is moving there. But she has some bloody great numbers for a junior. I can't remember what they were, but I remember looking at them going, yeah, she's bloody strong. So seeing a strong lady come on like that and come on up and coming is great. And then we've got about 5 teen women as well, and Shayla, Tanya's daughter, she'll be competing as a teen as well. So yeah, I think for the overalls in both men and women, it's going to be a great battle. So
yeah, no, it sounds like it's going to shape up to be a good day, mate. And there's a lot of competition there, and also I think it'll run nice and smoothly. 2 flights. Yeah,
it should be a nice quick day, even with hassles or not. I think it'll be a good day. So what happened last year, you can't plan for that shit, unfortunately. Right. So this year, all we've been able to do is chuck an extra mono in that warm-up area to sort of counteract unforeseeable mistakes. But ultimately, I can see it running pretty well, and I can see them both being quick days. Everyone not so quick that you're not getting a rest, but the flights are still long enough that you actually get a rest in between, and you actually have the opportunity to get some good lifts up. And we've got some good refs as well, and we're looking at who we put and where and what position to make sure that we get the best results for all the lifters.
Yeah. Sounds like a good day, mate.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And we just thanks to all our sponsors. So everyone who's come on board, including yourself, for all the support of the comp to make it better. So we've got, off the top of my head, I'm not going to know them all. We've got obviously Muscle Pit, Power Pit are on board. Annie Mallard, nutrition, Connor Walsh Nutrition's come on board to support. We've got Royales putting in the sponsorships. We've got Bossman Barber. He'll be there cutting hair on the day, so if you need your ears lowered, he's the man to go and see. He's always in for a sponsorship and to support us in the sport, and we're really grateful. And physique training, which is Pete Mayhew's gym, and I haven't looked, but I can't see his name on there, but maybe he's already qualified for nationals. But Pete Mayhew, he always brings in a lot of masters lifters and younger lifters. Like, he's got a real eclectic group, so I'm grateful, I think. And then who else? And I see obviously Power Arcade amongst that as well. So I think Cameron's competing, so it's going to be great to see.
Be a good day.
Yeah,